Hi guys, welcome to our opinion video, we like to call them, about the Nintendo 2DS,
Yep,
the 2DS. We've had a lot of people coming into the shop this week, chatting to us about it, and I'll be honest with you, there's been very negative opinions about it from a lot of our customers, but we just want to basically tell you guys what we think about it. So I'll let Dan begin with...
Right. Well, we'll get started. Firstly, we've been going through some of the pros. Pro number one, as you guys may know, I'm a big collector of Nintendo handhelds. Love them. So I will be getting this because they are bringing them out in lovely colours. They've got coloured buttons as well, like even multicolored buttons, and a nice back on them as well. They're not going to be my main, machine to use, but I'm definitely going to be more interested in just having them for collection. They do look nice. They're also good because, as we know, a lot of kids have had a lot of problems with, the 3D. It's not great for their eyes and old people as well. So Nintendo, knowing that, I'm not actually going to stop this actually. I love this song and I love Batman, but it's really distracting. So, yeah, X and Y is coming out. Pokemon X and Y that's coming out. Nintendo knows the under 7 market is going to be bang on for that, and some of the older people as well. A couple of grand. Your nan likes a bit of a Pokemon, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. Yeah.
What's her favourite Pokemon, Stu?
Bulbasaur.
Yeah, sure, alright. Yeah. But they don't want to lose out on that market there. Well, why don't you go on, Stu? What do you think?
I think basically the price. Everyone's been moaning about it, and I can't see. Well, it's going to be about £30–40 cheaper than the current model. So from that point of view, it's great. It's going to be cheaper. What's the problem with that? And I think one of the issues you got to sort of take into account that also once it gets traded into us, then when we resell it, it's going to be, let's say, around the hopefully £70–80 mark. So it's going to be a real sort of entry machine for a lot of people that originally saw the 3DS as actually quite an expensive machine, because it really was a jump up over the DS Lite price-wise.
It's a huge jump. But also a lot of people who do actually use the 3DS, they turn the 3D off. I mean, not all the games use it. Stu doesn't like 3D.
I don't like the 3D on there. Honestly, I just can't see exactly what I'm doing on there, and I find it. I don't think I've ever played a game.
If you ever see Stu playing 3DS, his eyes go all funny, his tongue is lolling out of his mouth. He looks like Miley Cyrus. It's not great. The 3DS is going to, the 2DS rather, is going to be like more for people who don't care about the 3D. And most of the games don't even really use it that much. I know that New Zelda is going to make use of it a bit and stuff, but I don't think you really need it for Pokemon. You don't really need it for stuff like Fire Emblem or you probably need it for Kid Icarus actually, I guess, because stuff's coming at you at the screen. But for the most part, you could probably take or leave the 3D. I mean, that's why the slider's there, really. So you don't necessarily need it. If there is a game that does use 3D, well then, tough, suck it up. It's the way it is.
But a lot of the people have been coming into the shop and then we're saying really the cons about it. So we talked about the pros being the price, no 3D, it's great for kids, great for older people, and also, well, under 7s as well, they'll like it. But the cons, I think, are also, again, no 3D.
Yeah,
I think there are games that some people
like I said, Zelda's coming out, it's going to need 3D, there's the video they showed was lots of like bouncing and stuff. Also you got Kid Icarus again, like I mentioned before. That's got lots of coming at you. Obviously 3DS was designed originally with 3D in mind. A lot of people did actually use that market and used it well. Some of the 3D on 3DS is really impressive. Like you play a game like Face Raiders. It's the built-in game, and it's really fun. You got the faces. You know what it is. You play 3DSs, or at least you've seen them online. There's going to be a shame that's going to be gone, but at the end of the day, you don't have to get it. You've probably already got a 3DS, or at least by the time the 2DS comes out, they'll be pretty cheap, pre-owned if you come down to the store or whatever. I don't think you really need to worry too much about not getting 3D. I do think it is a shame, but I don't think it's something you have to worry about really. You've also got things like the concept, the shape of it. Now, the shape of it is about something more like this. I mean, if we get a DS, got a DS here.
DS is that? Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. I've got a DS here. So we've got it's about this big here. And it's a little bit wide like that. So it's actually one screen, which is a bit weird. Have you heard about that?
It's one screen, and they've sort of put plastic over there to sort of separate it.
Right.
So it's quite a sort of an odd concept, but I'm sure that's just a manufacturing.
Yeah, it's probably just make it cheap. I mean, what it is basically you've got your touch screen at the bottom, and usually you have just an ordinary screen on top. What this is, this 2DS, is that it's actually all touch screen. It's basically like a tiny tablet, but with the middle bit cut and sides cut as well. Again, it's probably so they can save money. It's probably not the same kind of screens that they use on 3DSs.
But I want to make clear that you can't touch the top screen.
That's right.
There's basically, obviously, the software is not there for it to actually do that. So it is a touch screen, but you can't use it as a touch
It's got a plastic
screen.
coating over the top, so you can't actually touch it as much as you may want to. I'm sure some enterprising hacker is going to figure out a way to take off the touch screen and the plastic and then do something with the touch screen there. But you know, that's not our jurisdiction.
And also, I think the final con, what I like about the DS and even the DS XL or 3DS XL is pocket size. If you're going out and about, fold that up, pop in your pocket, that's perfect. But the problem with the new, 2DS, trying to say it right every time, it won't fit in your pocket. And that's
the main issue really is like, you know, if you've got this and you can slip it quite nicely into your back pocket or whatever, but what you're thinking really is it's too big for your back pocket.
And I like to wear tight jeans.
Yeah.
I'm very open about my...
You can't see now, but he's not even wearing jeans at the moment. Normally they're either very, very tight, which is painted on.
Tight leather I'm wearing at the moment, boys. Tight leather.
Chaps.
And chaps. No, I'm not wearing chaps.
Yeah, he is. The point is, these aren't going to fit his chaps. If nothing else, they're going to make his arse look huge. Is that what you want to do? Well, no. Is that what you want to do? I don't know how the market goes these days, mate.
Anyway, what's your opinion on the 2DS?
Do you think it's going to be the next big thing, or do you think it's going to be another Nintendo flop out?
Thank you very much.
Let us know in the comments.